Ayo, it's Shanti. Welcome to the Shanti Show. I'm here with
Kenyatta, Rashon.
Let's go.
And Harlem. Harlem, you making your debut. Say what's up.
I love that game. So my first question is, where are you from?
I'm born and raised right here, Ypsilanti, Michigan.
School experience? Where'd you go to school?
I went to, my elementary middle school experience was at Cheney Academy, which is no longer with us. But my high school, it closed probably I want to say 2012 maybe, and it got abandoned. But word on the street is they're about to turn it into a community center. A lot of history in that building. Good vibes. High school, I went to Ypsi High. That morphed too. It went from...
Yeah, they did
They merged. Yep. Willow Run and Ypsi turned into the Grizzlies. That's the Grizzlies now. So...
Can I ask your graduation year and also ask how old you?
My graduation year was 2008, and I'm 33.
Beautiful.
Trey.
So how long have you been creating?
Wow. So, everything kind of transitions within time because I've always been musically inclined. I've always just been a creative. It was just how I was creating. Like I said, everything just evolves over time. So I started in high school going to choir and musicals. I was doing all that stuff. And then when I graduated, I kind of started being the R&B singer on rappers tracks. But I wasn't really in a space to create my own. And then, maybe a few years ago, I've been about 5 or 6 years or so. I had dropped the single working with the producer. And since then, I just took off as far as my own individual creativity go. Yeah.
First of all, I want to tell you, my middle name is Kenyatta.
Hey, how you spell it?
Kenyatta.
Nice. Somebody knows some.
Some people actually call him Kenyatta. So
do they?
He told me Kenyatta the first time I met him. Kenyatta.
Yeah.
But I went through high school, entire my high school career, Kenyatta, because. So my first name is Ashanti. Shanti.
Wow! Look at that combo. People say I look like Ashanti.
Oh yeah.
I love this.
I see it completely. So my first name was Ashanti, but when I was a kid, I just thought it was too feminine. So I switched over to Kenyatta, and my father's name is also Kenyatta.
Yep. Usually, a lot of men are Kenyatas.
Yeah.
It's very rare females you find named Kenyatta.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I rocked Kenyatta throughout the entire high school experience until I tapped into work, and really just wanted to reconnect to my identity. I feel like
nice.
My family's from Southwest, so I felt as though, and when I came over to Ann Arbor, I kind of I was kind of reluctant to all the people, all these upbeat people, and the third, but I kind of most definitely integrated into the culture, and but I think graduating and just kind of being more in my own world and creating my own world.
Yes.
I wanted to pay homage to my mother. My mother, the name my mother gave me.
Nice.
Really, reabsorb it, honestly.
I love that for you. How do you spell Ashanti?
Ashanti is Ashanti.
Okay.
Yeah. People call me Dashanti.
They don't even care.
So, how many songs do you have out?
Ooh, out? Just out?
And we can conjoin those with projects like albums and things of that nature.
Total, I say about 30.
30, wow.
30, around 30. In conjunction with features and stuff. Mm-hmm. In conjunction with singles, I did drop I dropped the album, and I dropped 2 albums in an EP. Wow, y'all got me over here using my brain.
Working.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear it. So when was your first release?
My first release was My first release was a song called "Say That You Love Me." And I shot a video for it. That was the first time. I remember I told you I transitioned from being the feature to now being like having my own track. Yeah, that was the very first time, and it was so funny because we recorded the song, shot the video like all in the same week. That's how anxious I was, and everybody was just like, "Oh, you need to be out. We need to get you out." And I'm like, "Okay, let's do it."
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know you do music. We know you do music, but I also want to know what you do outside of music.
Outside of music, as you can see, I'm a mom. I also am working on a nonprofit. I have I'm a cheerleading coach as well. So those two will be tied into one another. I work in a not extremely impoverished, but it's a area, cultural area in Dearborn Heights where they need a little extra love. So I coach cheer there, and make content. I'm an actress. That's my lane. Like I've always been everything art.
I could see you fucking up a Tubi movie.
Oh, so look, I did a movie and it's on YouTube. Fun fact: this was like during COVID. If Tubi was out during that time, it would have been on Tubi, but it's just on YouTube. And when I get around to having the availability, I'm definitely about to go audition for a Tubi movie.
What's the movie about? What was it like? What was the experience like?
It was called Motown, and I played a main character who's actually getting out of prison to come home to try to adjust their life, and they jump back into music because they were doing music as a kid, and then something happened where they end up going to prison. And then when they got out of prison, they were kind of like lost. Like, do I go to work? What do I do? And then her friends reintroduced her to music. So, yeah, it's all tied into everything. My music is played through the movie. It's a vibe.
Shoot, you ever do any prison time?
No, I never. My parents were correction officers. I'm a prison guard kid. So I wasn't going to jail. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I looked at your music, so you got this one song, "You Make Me Feel Better." Like, what did you make that? What did you like? I feel like that's your most streamed song. I looked at it; it's your most streamed song. What do you think makes it your most streamed song?
It's a vibe. So, like, I'm not really specifically saying what it is that makes you feel better. It's really I'm playing on the psyche. So, like, for me, right around the time that it was like finally recorded in time to shoot the video and stuff, because I got all this stuff just in the vault. I just got to figure out how I'm gonna drop it. I was going through the process of being pregnant, and it was just like, this makes me feel better. And then on top of that, like, I had friends who had pets. They like, this makes me feel better. Somebody in a relationship, somebody that like to smoke weed and drink liquor. That's what makes them feel better. So when I say, like, get my medicine better than I ever been, like, it's just really playing on the psyche. And a lot of people can, appreciate that because it's something that they can, like, it's our connection. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a technical dude, so like going to like the technical aspects of it. Like, did you get the beat first, or did you get the lyrics first, or did you how was your recording process?
Man, shout out to Motor City Mellow and not too far from here, studio. I have a twin brother. Yep, I got a twin brother, and me and him sat on this beat for like maybe 45 days. I know it was like a little over a month.
Is Mello a big dude?
Mm-hmm. Motor City Mellow.
He go to Fresh Start Church?
Now that I don't know. Oh, wait, no, you're talking about my other Mellow. Andre Chapman?
I think so.
Sorry, bro. But yeah. Mellow, dark skin?
I think so, yeah.
Kind of brown?
Yeah,
that's my boy. Yeah. I'm going to tell, if we end up talking about another song, I'll tell you something interesting with him too. Mm-hmm. But my twin brother helped me write the song. He came up with the melody. And we were in a car ride, and that was it. That was it. That's what it was. The technical aspect of it was that we ended up, soon as we got the melody, we went to the studio and kept trying to lay it. The words wasn't fitting the melody. So the next time I went to the studio, right before I went inside, he had voice memoed it to me. He like, these are the words to the melody.
Mhm.
Got in there, ripped it to shreds, and then after that, like, it was just gone. We're like, bro, this the one. Even now, when I get a chance to play it to different like high level producers and executives, they're like, yeah, this need a budget behind it.
Yeah.
Because it's a dope ass song.
Let me ask you this. I'm into technical stuff. So is it what do you think?
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yes, you can. He ain't paying attention to y'all.
So basically, it's so some people, do you care more about lyrics or do you care some more about melody? Because I see some people that really like Future. Tony Montana. He
Oh, I love that song.
he created Tony Montana after he didn't know what the fuck he was saying.
He
He was
was
like, Tony Montana. I was like, what am I saying? But he kept it as that. Just because he's like, man, the vibe just fits so much. So he picked the vibe over
Look at
lyrics.
you better know your shit.
So then, boom. Do you care more about lyrics or do you care more about vibe?
I care more about lyrics. And I say that because the lyrics create the vibe for me as far as recording and stuff go. And then two, tell a story, make it all fit, make it all make sense. But if the words are not creating a vibe, if the melody isn't creating a vibe, if the beat isn't creating a vibe, you can't really do anything. You kind of like stuck. But for me personally, let me hear the beat. If I'm rocking with the beat, the words are gonna come easy.
Yeah.
You know?
I do want to hear the story about who you talking about? Manager? Mello. I do want to hear that.
Okay, Mello. Mello is a homie. Me and Mello met a while ago, and I have a song called Free. I received that beat from True Classic. Shout out to True. That's the homie too.
Light skin dude.
Yep.
Ipsy small.
Ipsy, yeah. It's like, you know, good people know good people. That's how I feel. Always. So, True has sent me, or actually I sat down with True and we went through like a bunch of tracks. And we got to that beat for Free. It ended up being Free. When I got to that beat, Mello was like, send me some beats. I want to get to writing. Man, we collabed on that so crazy. I remember getting back to Michigan on the plane from Cali, and he had sent me he sent it to me. He sent me the voice memo that he made to it.
I'm gonna charge it. That's all I'm gonna do. Just put it on charge.
I'm like, this is crazy. That's literally one of my favorite songs to date.
Just talking about.
Yeah.
I know you're a baby boy. Said he's 2?
He's 2. He'll be 3 in April.
Oh, lovely. Aries babe?
No, he's a Taurus. He is a Taurus.
Let's get it.
Okay.
May 1st.
Oh, yeah?
What him?
April 25th.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, I know you motivate you happiness from obviously your lovely life.
Yeah.
But did it create any struggles for you being in the industry?
For sure. Just the beginning stages. You gotta remember, like, I think I was trying to creep into everything at a weird stage because, not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty girl. So, you know, I gotta come into, shout out to Dog, but I gotta come into this like, yo, I'm serious about my craft and I wanna work. And that not being like, oh, she pretty, that's the reason why. Now, don't get me wrong, pretty privileges and shit. But when it comes to, like, doing the work, I don't want nobody to give me anything or put me in a position where I owe somebody. But I have to also own my respect being a female, you know, and...
You think it's harder or easier being a female artist? Like, look at Ice Spice. Like, all she got to do is just... Her ass is her fucking ad money. Like, you know what I mean? It's her ass. It's her money.
And what happens is...
Do you think it's like...
It's somebody in your ear. Like, you got to use what you got to get what you need, to get past, to get by.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want that to be part of my story. Like, y'all will see in the next coming few months the work that's been put into, like, everything, this next level of Kenyatta Rashon for real.
So you say it's harder?
It's harder. It's harder. I don't want to. I just never wanted to be that girl. Like, yeah, I've banged this producer, got this beat, got up here, got that, got this opportunity. I've been put in those situations before. You know what I'm saying? Chin check. And no, I don't want that.
I feel like
Not a part of my story.
I'm gonna feel like I feel like you're gonna get on me on Instagram after this one. But I feel like
What?
I texted you. No, I did serious. I texted you on Instagram. I was like, damn, I'm sorry. I don't think you seen it. But then
What was
basically
it?
I called you literally call yourself the Queen of Ipsy, right?
Yeah.
So then boom, I literally who I gave that title to already.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we give it to Mina.
I love
You know
Mina.
Yeah, I gave it to her for the exact same reason. I was like,
Yeah.
you don't show your body or nothing. I ain't never seen your pic or like nothing. I ain't never seen you be provocative. Like, I was like, it's just strictly music with you. I was like, cool. And I was like, cool. And I was like, the more you do, I was like, it's gonna be like kind of played. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
So then, I gave it to her. So then, damn, my bad.
Oh no, you good. You good.
No, because also, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Queens, no queens. So we are,
I love
Yeah.
that.
I respect it.
I love it. But also, I was also gonna say like the Queen of Ipsy title is also often given to Nisha Nisha. And like often it's
Nisha?
Yeah, Nisha.
Shoot, who do would you say you're better than Autumn?
Damn, don't.
Would you say like
I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. I'm a girl's girl. So if y'all put us all on the track, we're all gonna shine.
So you think
Vibes,
everybody shine in their own
energy.
way?
Everybody shine in their own way. Everybody shine. Everybody do something different, and everybody do something that's like really high value and loved and appreciated.
I ain't gonna lie. I told him this the other night. I was like, man, I love the girl drama. I ain't gonna hold you. Because I like, look, even
who don't? You know, Ice Spice and Lotto is beefing right now.
I ain't know about that.
There you go, some new girl drama for you.
Nah, I'm on the. I told him about the Nicki and the other girl. Who cares? The Nicki and the
Nicki
Who Cares?
Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. So now I was like, but who you think? I don't know who you think. Hey, because I like the girl drama. That's why I like the girl drama. Because dudes, somebody gonna die.
Right.
Girls, I think it's like
you know who Remy Ma is?
I think it's like.
Do you know who Remy Ma is?
Yep.
Yeah. You think won't nobody beef with her? You know why?
What?
Because she shoots.
Exactly.
That's
why
she went to jail.
But everybody else is like, I think it's like,
yeah. Until they have to meet in person. I don't know. Different things, different situations. Somebody might be about that.
Which
about
one you
that
with
life.
on Nicki and did you listen to both the diss tracks?
I did.
Which one you like?
I didn't like Nicki's because she got way too deep.
Damn.
If you listen to Megan Thee Stallion's, it's one bar in there that pissed Nicki off to do all that. She said Megan's Law. Y'all mad at Megan's Law. Megan's Law. And this nigga made a whole song talking about you fucked your mama, your dead mama's husband or nigga.
What's that shit Cat Will said? You shouldn't have been talking shit. You shouldn't have been talking shit.
No, Nicki took it too far. And now it's like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all play it on each other because at the end of the day, both of y'all shit about to get streamed because everybody want to know what's going on. Keep the money in the house. You know what I'm saying?
I get you, but lying on your dad,
your girl.
Mama.
You've listened to the song a few times.
Lying on your dad, mama. I was playing with the kids. Shit. I was like, man, put it on your mama.
No. Hey, yo.
No BS. Like, I don't like none of the girl. Like for these last year, I feel like it's like every year since I feel like the first one was FNF. For like every year, it's been like a trap, like a hood girl anthem for like every year. I don't know which one it is this year, but I think you think you'd have fought. I think it's maybe that one, but I don't know which one.
No, you gotta listen to Lotto's. I think it's called First Sunday.
We're gonna see this summer.
Hey, Lotto. Y'all remember, she's literally raised on rapping. Like, she came out of like Jermaine Dupri's TV show when they were like kids, like 13.
Yeah, she.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she been in a rap bag.
I ain't listen to it.
Yes, big facts. Not to mention, I think her man is 21 Savage. I think they play off each other as far as like lyrical shit go.
Are they together?
I don't know.
It gets deep. You gotta do your research.
I ain't gonna lie. That's the only thing I don't get into.
You gotta do your research.
What that shit Jay said, do your homework on.
Yeah. It's a very high speculation.
All right, I got a couple questions here. So what's the best thing about mom life?
The evolution of your child growing. Like, I'm just sit back and watch from like, because I've worked in the daycare centers. I've watched kids, like, I gotta work every day, so I watch kids evolve, and I've been with babies since they was a baby all the way to, like, maybe, like, 8. something like that. Because that's a long time to be working at daycare.
Yeah.
But I'm watching my own grow. I had my son at home. I had a home birth, a home water birth. Yeah. So every little tidbit about being his mom and raising him, I'm really like taking it all in all the time.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's fun too because I'm like, I created a person that I gotta make decent for society. You know.
Definitely. What do you a home birth? That's like wild. Like, what motivated you to put yourself in that position? Very bold as well.
Yeah, courageous. Nobody supported my idea either. Everybody was so concerned because they're like, "This your first kid, and you never had a kid before. You don't even know what the death rate and all that other shit."
Yeah.
Man, I got pregnant during COVID. I was talking to women who were having their kids at the hospital wearing masks, no visitors. Like, you having a baby in there by yourself? That sounds like a traumatic experience to me. And I was like, I'm not going for it. So I did some research and I found a midwife, a doula, got all the accessories that I needed to be able to have my son.
We dudes want to know a doula?
A doula. You know what a doula is?
No, we're dudes.
Okay, so midwife, let's start there. A midwife is a doctor. She's been trained and certified to be able to help you give birth.
Oh, for sure.
The doula is your support. So a doula is considered like, it's like a fancy word for like your pregnant babysitter. So she's comforting you. She's helping you with the child. She's helping you through pregnancy.
I ain't gonna lie, you talking to like a real ignorant dude right now.
I know, right? But when you get a chance, like, you know what I'm saying, when you get in a space where you about to, you know what I'm saying, do your thing, you got a girl, whatever the case, look into
throw her
it.
a bunch of money and I'm be like, hey, figure it out.
Yeah, because it was not cheap. But look into it. It's definitely a great alternative to having a baby in the hospital. It was a great experience.
Give her some dope. Push is what I hear.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying. Say push. That's what I hear.
No, it was no drugs involved.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
My grandmother, she had her last 2 kids, my uncles, home birth.
Yeah.
Home birth. And she's such like a healthy person. Like, she's very
yeah. Mentally.
Yeah, really, like she does all the rules, like on like healthy development of a child, and like they say 2 years and this, that, the third, and she like eats healthy, and she's like all about that, and she's pretty proud about that.
Yeah, I'm in your grandma vibe because that was literally my mindset, literally.
I gotta ask you this one thing though. It's so I was on these R&B. I forgot which one, but it was basically they were saying something like R&B singers like, oh, once they get married, they music track. What you rap about? Like, and it was I think Joe Budden. It was Joe Budden podcast. I watched him on the podcast. He's like, bro, you married? It's like, bro, I don't know. I don't want to hear this.
You talking about the subject changes?
Is it? How does being married change? Are you married? Right? You married?
Mm-mm.
Oh, what? I know you married. I mean, you got to do it, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, damn. My bad. All right. Sorry. My bad. Sorry.
Life changed, boy.
Sorry. My bad.
You good?
Nah. I thought you. No.
It was probably at a time, right? Back in the day.
It's the car show.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry.
Back in the day.
I don't even know how long was that.
At least I wasn't pregnant.
Damn. Are you for real?
Yeah, it had to be like 3-4 years.
Damn, time flying, my nigga.
Especially when you're having fun.
Yeah, life's good.
All right, for sure. But at least having a kid, I feel like having a kid. Do you think like subject matter changed for you?
Mm-mm.
Same shit.
Same shit. That's still happening around me. It may not be happening directly with me, but trust me, everybody's still going through some shit, and that's like relatable in a sense. Like, this is relatable, so I can talk about bliss. When I talk about free, that's about happiness and all that. When I talk about fuckboy, as y'all was playing, you know, that's played off of somebody else. If you listen to the lyrics, I'm talking about how my homegirl is all toe up and I'm about to take her out and we about to have a ball.
So you think even when you do get married, you think you still talk about other things and you still make it fun and you still make it interesting?
Yes. Have y'all listened to Beyonce album?
I don't listen to.
You should, because any of them. She's been married for a long time.
I can't lie to you.
I listen to the beef.
I listen to a lot of Beyonce.
You listen to Renaissance?
Yeah.
A vibe. What?
Great album.
Yeah.
My mom loves Beyonce. I listen to my
Period.
Beyonce
Shout out to
before
her.
my mother.
She knows something. But listen, you should give it a listen because a lot of people, it's kind reminder, like, she's still an artist. It's still creativity that has to be done.
Yes, a spitter. A spitter. You sing a lot, but I haven't heard many raps. So you have rap experience as well?
I do.
What do you have? Do you prefer each like rapping over singing or singing over rapping?
I like to listen to a lot of more rap than R&B. Like, I was raised off Tupac and Biggie and, like, Ice Cube, you name it. But, like, I love rap music. I love singing R&B because of the vocal capabilities that you get to express. A lot of people, when they sing, they are actually rapping. Have y'all noticed?
Yeah.
They're really just going with a flow. But me, on the other hand,
Drake.
I may,
Calling you out, Drake.
carried away, weak in the knees. Yeah, but then you got a Jasmine Sullivan.
Drake, I'm not with this nigga.
I gotta do this shit like deep. I gotta do this shit like D-Pad, nigga. I am.
Said,
I'm
not
with
me.
this nigga. Oh my goodness. I've claimed you at times. You may not have been claimable so many times. Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy. No. You just claim me, nigga. You unclaimed me so many fucking times, nigga. No, okay. I say a lot of stupid shit. I may do a lot of stupid shit, nigga. I don't know, but
That wasn't one of them.
You unclaimed me so many times, and not with this nigga. Not with this nigga.
He said, Drake.
Huh? Now, do you do that with your own boys or some shit like that?
Huh?
Would you do that with your own boys or some shit like that? You'd be a moment would be like, nah, I can't rock with you on that. Or you rock with your homegirls.
No, I do that all day. I'd be like,
can't go with that
me. No. She's on her own.
At least you honest. I hate that girl that's just like,
you gotta go with the flow of everything.
I'd be like,
bro, I am grown now. That shit might have been cool a few years ago.
I say this because I love you.
What happened?
I made disapproved decisions. I've always been on your side. I remember this nigga wasn't even this town. I was still posting this shit. And nobody in Arbor really likes it, man. But I fuck with you heavy.
What? Some people, nah. Okay. The woke community do not fuck with me. The woke ass community, like, nah, I be saying bitch, I be saying nigga, I be saying everything. Nah,
you
they
a wild
do
boy.
not fuck with me. They do not fuck with me. Detroit community fuck with me. Detroit fuck with me.
Yeah, you school.
Detroit fuck with me.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You fuck with authenticity.
Nah, but I feel like good vibes represent no good vibes. So I feel like I don't.
You know where your people are.
If
you know who your people are.
Like, I don't. I don't sweat it.
I know you don't
sweat it, nigga.
But I care about the fact that I want you to know I care about you.
I care about you too. Even when you paint your fingernails.
I appreciate that.
Hold up.
So, okay. Bring me to ideal recording process.
Okay.
What is your ideal recording process?
I have the beat. I'm listening to the beat. Oh, I have two different ones. So it's either going to be A, I sit on the beat, listen to it, perfect the track. Or B, I'm in the studio recording as I go to a beat. It depends on who I'm with, producer-wise.
So they'll make the beat?
Mm-hmm. They either make it or build it while I'm there. And then we're like kind of just freestyling, creating the vibe. Or B, we're in the studio listening to beats. And then it just start hitting, or C, I'm at the crib, I got the beat, and then I go back to the studio and record.
Who do you listen to that's like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm young and I be listening to like a lot of new shit I haven't listened to, but I feel like you still like learn every single new shit every day. So who do you listen to that be like what the fuck? Like Eminem, like lyrically, he still says he's the best spitter lyrically out here, but he still be hearing bars that be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you singing wise or you music period.
So like artists?
Yeah, who do you listen to that's like, bro, what?
I ain't gonna lie, Beyonce's album and Act 2, what's that boy name? I couldn't stop at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
For Brats.
For Brat, oh my God. And send a text to your DM. Oh, that soft tone and what he's saying. Bitch, I know you love it here. It still is just like, oh, I love that. I listen to that over and over and over. And then Brent Fayez.
Yes.
Yep. I get jiggy with that. And then Mariah the Scientist. I'm getting more acclimated to her music too. Local artists. I don't know if y'all know who Tori Sky is. Miss Christiana, Ari. The R&B girlies that I do know, they actually are very cold.
Let's go. I'm ready to tap in. I gotta watch these over, but I'm most definitely gonna Google. I cannot lie to you. As of now, I do not know who they are.
That's okay, cause now you piques your interest.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Shout out to you.
Shout out. Dreams versus goals. So they're different. For me, they're different. A goal is kind of more written in stone things. So a goal of mine is I would like to be a millionaire by 27. A goal of mine is I want to, buy my mom a house. I want to buy my father a house. But a dream of mine would be connecting the city and stopping as much hate as I can in this world and promote understanding. What are by those parameters, what are your goals and what are your dreams?
Okay. I like that you have them kind of in their own world because a lot of times I'm reminded that growing up all the time, it's like, follow your dreams, follow your dreams. And then it was an encounter that I had with my aunt, and she's like, okay, but they're not just going to appear in your sleep. Yeah. These are things that you have to work towards, which curates it being goals. Exactly. So I've always been like 6-month goal, 3-month goal, 3-week goal, this week goal. But my dreams are the ones that I know for a fact are going to be like the hardest to obtain. The only reason why I say that is because it requires the goals. Like, am I making sense?
Most definitely.
Yeah, because in order for me to be able to obtain the dreams that I have in my mind, I have to follow the steps of my goals.
Dreams without work is nothing, or something like that.
Yes, dreams with. Ooh, you had it. I had it. It was like
I know what the basics saying.
Work without
dream. Like, work your ass. Work, nigga.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you gotta put the work in. You gotta put the work in. But I like the way that I like the way that it looks to you and your mindset.
Yeah.
But sure. You get any shit about that list?
All the time. And then a lot of I'll be in a booth and they be like, yeah, that's sexy. Do that again. They like that. I'm like, okay.
Who do you listen to? You listen to guys or girls more? And about your music, about your stuff?
Like reviews?
Yeah.
Like taking an opinion or
yeah,
what?
Opinions. Like when you be like, oh yeah, like do you record with people or without people?
I've done both.
When you do it with people, do you listen to the dudes more or the guys more? Or, I mean, dudes
the
more.
Girls, the girls.
The girls.
What I'm saying, so the guys would be in there being more practical as far as like the sound, and the girls are in there like what I'm saying. Oh, bitch, I like that. Yeah, let's talk that shit. Yeah. The guy, if they're musically inclined, they like, do it again, but say it like this, or say it louder, or something like that.
More technical.
Absolutely.
Ladies care about you and your motivation.
Nah, for real. They like, yeah, the bitches want to hear that. Do it again. So cute.
Do you perform? And if so, because actually, to be honest, I know you perform.
I do that a lot more than recording.
Fair enough. Where's your favorite place to perform?
Festivals. Outdoor.
You like festivals?
I love festivals. I'm always on a festival.
If you got a festival or a show, you'll choose a show or a festival?
A festival.
Damn, bro.
Ooh, have you seen the festivals?
I fucking hate that shit. Like,
have you been to Top of the Park?
Yeah. All I know is like I feel like they ain't come for you though. And like I'd be like,
but they came for me.
I'd be pissed.
Are you talking about me performing or like attending a festival?
No, I'm talking about performing. Like if you just go to like a Rolling Loud or like I feel like these niggas just got high in the crowd and they just trying to.
Oh my God, you're the vibe curator.
I'd be like, bro.
You they in the room, and then it's like, this will be full of motherfuckers. If I'm sitting up here and looking down, everybody, it's like 1,000, 10,000 people. You gotta create the vibe. Yeah. You are the vibe creator, and things that I've learned over time is, depending on where you're performing, and y'all can take this and put this in your back pocket, depending on where you're performing, you gotta do the homework to see what type of crowd are you entertaining. So I modify my shows to make sure it fits the expectation as close as possible.
You recording on that backing track? You do backtracks?
Yeah, but I'm singing. I'm live. I perform with bands. You better do your research, Playboy. I perform with bands and background singers when I do festivals.
Sorry, Mario, can you explain what
Yeah.
a backtrack is? And to be honest, I don't know. Can you explain to me?
A backtrack. That means she ain't singing. She got a motherfucking you recording over
It's
your
a
song.
low tone. It's a low tone of like backing vocals.
It's
You
like,
will never catch me lip syncing.
it's like when a rapper don't know his lyrics, so he just record over the song. He don't really know his song like that.
As a singer, let me let you know this. As a singer, it is wise if you don't have background singers and shit to be at your show, because if you don't, you have to get your backing vocals and they have to be turned down. That's a show track. Because I'm performing, if I go out there and I sing just over the instrumental, I got to make sure I sing the ad-libs. I got to make sure I sing the hook. I got to make sure that I sing the backgrounds. If it's a double, if it's a harmony, I got to mentally be, I got to sing all of those. Versus if I have a backing track with me, then part of that is going to be this part of the hook or this part of the ad-libs or that, and I fill in the gaps.
Yeah, you're a singer.
Yeah.
You're a singer.
I'm not a rapper.
Yeah.
I'm not rapping over my. When I go to shows, I'm gonna tell you this. When I record, my producers create me a performance track right then and there, because for me, when I'm performing, and I'm not saying that people don't. I feel like this is something singers should do all the time. Is create a performance track. I've been to plenty of shows where motherfuckers is just singing over the actual track. And I'm like, whoa, this is not live performance. And then I come and I do my shit and they're like, oh. But I'm not the one to be like, yo, I should have, da-da-da. No, what happened is you seen me performing, you seen how my tracks went. Now it's something that you could take home and, you know. Yeah.
Lovely.
But yeah, hold on, Playboy. You got to go to my Facebook or my Instagram and look at my shows.
You don't know my face like that. I feel like I'm a behind the scenes ass nigga.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, because I be singing live.
Times.
Did I have a band?
I'm with the camera like a lot. Like
When I do festivals, no, that's where my vibe is. Keys, bass, drums, guitar, trumpet, saxophone, background singers, background dancers, like it's going down. It's a show. So like, and I know that this is like the starting point to the next level that I'm about to just eat. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm already training myself to a show like this, the next level of the show is going to be even crazier. I'm already equipped to it.
Slowly. So I am gonna ask you this, and it's okay if you say no on camera. I'm okay. But we are doing a performance festival in May, probably early May. Would you like to perform? We are paying artists.
Where is it gonna be?
At Blind Pig, we're trying to sell out the Blind Pig. It's
I love the Blind Pig.
It's 400 people to sell it out, and I'm shooting for this goal as if there's no falter. So I would like you to promote as much as we can. We'll send you flyers, things of that nature.
Okay, let's do it. You said May? Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
shit,
did.
she said yes.
I did say yes. You said May. As long as I'm in town, I am there.
oh
Okay,
shit, she
well,
said yes.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
We'll send you a date.
Good job, my nigga.
Type shit. We're going to do at least 2 months of
I always
promo.
supported you.
Okay.
I appreciate you. We're going to do at least 2 months of promo, so you'll know the date at least 2 months ahead,
Okay.
at the very least.
That's perfect.
So, Kenyatta Rashad, if you were to explain your brand in 3 words, what would those words be?
Oh. Adventurous, sassy, unique.
I love that.
That's right, Harlan.
Oh, let me ask you this: what is R&B about to you? Because some people say like rhythm blues. Like I know Diddy went on this whole fucking rant where it's like it's all about it's all about R&B is dead and and oh man, nothing. Like, how do you feel about the R&B scene? What is R&B about?
R&B is about using the okay. You have to use energy to be able to create a certain vibe out of R&B music. R&B music is really R&B music started as more instrumentalist. So it was bass, keys, drums, like it was music creating R&B type sounds. Like if you get Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, if you listen to any of the music that they created, it wasn't no 808s back then. There was no anything computer generated, right? So with the evolution of R&B, we have to go with the flow of change and add in those little tidbits that created R&B. I feel like R&B ain't going nowhere. I do feel like at this point in our lives, it's a merge. Like shit's starting to be like borderline.
Yeah, like I was just gonna ask you, like, is Lil Durk R&B?
No.
Is Durk? You gotta think.
Is Brent Faiyaz rap?
No, but I'm the hood Jay-Z. I'm Chicago Jay-Z.
Nah. I think is Rod Wave R&B?
The line is so blurred now.
You know what Rod Wave is to me?
Heart on Ice.
He's a country artist.
Country artist.
He's a country artist rapper.
You think so?
If you listen to his songs, the beats are very similar. He's gonna put that like a doom 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 doom. So always a piano in there. It favors, and then he bring a beat in, but he's not really rapping like a rapper. Period. Yeah, we did. We created all parts of music. It's including Caribbean, including yes. Shout out to it being February.
Let me ask you this:
We are the vibe creators.
Grammys just passed. You think that matter?
Grammys?
Yeah. What matters to you in this industry or not? Like, what do you think actually? What do you base your value on as an artist? Do you match it on like
metrics or
like
what?
stream? Some people say streams, but streams can be bought. Some people say Grammy, but Grammys you gotta suck the right, know the right people. And then some people say some people say no. Some people say shows, but then boom, you can match those in with some merch. And like it's so much sucking shit in the industry and just
It's very much so sucking shit.
So what do you really value your basis off of and be like, oh yeah, I'm the when you do this. And then some people like I be looking at Rest, like Rest.
Mm-hmm. RUSS.
Yeah, So boom, like some people say, boom, he got the numbers and the tickets. Does it like what do you base yours off of?
But he don't have the Grammy.
But what do you base yours off of? Curiosity. Like me, I don't even watch the Grammy. Like to me, the Grammys don't matter. Who the fuck won? Like I think Killer Mike. What the fuck is this album about? Nobody know that shit. Exactly. Like the shit don't matter.
All it is to me is really just something to work towards. That's truthfully, but something to work towards. And how are you gonna play politics? How are you gonna play? How are you gonna survive through politics? Politics ain't nothing really. Nothing is really genuine these days. So once you realize that and you're okay with that, you can easily move forward to whatever you're trying to get accomplished. If I'm like, yo, I'm about to get a Grammy, I just put that on my goal list or my list of dreams. But I know exactly what comes with that. But if I'm like, yo, I'm about to perform at the Blind Pig in May, and I know ain't no politics involved in that. That's genuine.
Yeah.
Unless it's something I don't know.
So you base
I'm
yourself.
talking
Yes,
shit.
this is the politics. I think
So
everything is
you base
politics.
yourself off of just the genuine around you, basically. I feel like you just really on
You
your
gotta
own
be
vibe.
a smart motherfucker in this shit. You just gotta be wise. There's so many different opportunities that I've passed up because I knew that they weren't good. But then I'm looking at opportunities like, damn, if I did this, or not if I did nothing. Time out, pause. But
They try
I'm
to
looking
get-
like
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I put this shit on my everything, bro. Like I feel like people in the industry is like, I don't know. I feel like I've been around just a little bit, bro. I feel like I don't believe it's some little nigga around this boy just giving away. I don't believe it's some dude. I don't believe Diddy out here just fucking and just getting the bag, like becoming a hit, or somebody out here just getting raped and just taking a hit. I don't believe that shit. If it was that easy, nigga, call me. God damn it, I suck that dick. No homo.
Pause. What are we talking about right now? What just happened?
Nah, because we act like, oh no, because the Cat Williams shit, everybody act like, oh yeah, it's somebody out here just, they just getting fucked to be a star. I was like, what? I don't feel. I'm in the entertainment industry.
You don't believe that?
Where is he at? Tell me.
I need you to listen more, brother.
No homo.
Doggy Bone said, "Where is he at? Call him."
I'm
Listen.
dead serious. Where he's at? Boy, this industry's hard as a motherfucker. I can, because it's people with money. Like millions.
I know.
Millionaires trying to become rappers and not blowing up, not getting nowhere.
But the thing is, they have the budget to do it. It's like pursuing a dream. Like, if I'm up in tennis, but I low-key like rapping, now I got the money to invest in my rap career.
But they still don't go nowhere.
Hey, I did it. It doesn't even matter.
But
look, I could possibly buy myself into the Grammys. I can possibly drop something so intriguing that the Academy team, because certain people are on the voting board, it can intrigue them, and they want me to be at the Grammys. I'm nominated for some bullshit that I was just playing about.
I see too many rich motherfuckers not going nowhere with this shit. I be like, bro,
I guess it's a waste of time, right?
Yeah, I don't never see it going. Y'all think it's some nigga over here just like, oh, you just like, y'all think like, I hate them Illuminati thinkers. They be thinking, oh, you with the right people, and I be like, no, you be with the right people and still suck. Oh my goodness.
Honestly, it'd be default. People be defaulting to arts because it's easy. It's like one of the easiest things to do. You don't have to have a talent to be dope. As far as music go, you can really just do music, and you will find your people. But you can't play basketball and just jump into basketball and be great. You have to train, you have to create, you have to become a full-blown basketball player. There's no way. Who did that? No, that was the opposite. What's his name? Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. He went to baseball or something like that?
And then he started rapping. Shaq was playing basketball, then he started rapping.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it don't go.
Right, but
that's the whole point. Like,
but no, you know who actually did accomplish rapping and basketball? Shaq. What?
It didn't go.
No,
did it go?
It did go.
That was my error.
He made a choice not to do it anymore because he wanted to fully pursue basketball again.
Was it in the 1980s or 60s or some shit like that?
God damn. 60s.
Well, I don't know how old this man is.
It was definitely the 90s.
90s? Yeah, I wasn't alive then. I wasn't even alive.
When you was born? 2000?
2001.
Aww.
Shaq rapping, bro.
Yeah, you should. It's dope. Hey, listen to you know he did Drink Champs. He did Drink Champs. Listen, watch Shaq Drink Champs or listen to it podcast.
For sure. I listened to a little bit of him, but it's like
it wasn't entertaining.
He was playing around rapping. Like, I don't know.
No, Shaq really did. He was doing his thing.
Do you believe? Let me ask you this: do you think time makes you legend, or do you think you just be legend? Because I ain't gonna lie, me, I think the only thing that could really make you legend is time. Like, some people be like, oh, listen to KRS-One. He was amazing. I feel like if he was amazing,
he would have still been amazing.
We would remember him. Like, my little brother, he's 9, 8 years old. He does he knows what the fuck that is, and MJ's dead. That's
okay.
In that time, honestly, it wasn't talent. It was the people around you, people who supported you. We can do this, and we can be consistent on this, and we know like we're good at this, and we do it. But at that time, he rapped. That's all he did, and he had to rely on the other people that signed him or the people that low-key ended up fucking him over type shit. That's like why Prince is way more talented than Michael Jackson, but still Prince is low. Like, Michael Jackson is more known. Like, we know, and as you're saying, we know, like, it's not the talent, it's the recognition.
I think the shit that only matters when all this shit is said and done, I think the shit that matters is when you stop singing. I feel like that's when the true work starts, and that's when like your true greatness shows. That's what I'm saying. Do you believe in it or not? Because I think once you stop, I feel like that shows, all right, boom. All right, what did he actually do? I feel like that's the only thing that matters to me. And I feel like once Shaq stopped, it showed him what he actually mattered. I don't see, my little brother doesn't know a Shaq lyric. My little brother doesn't know any of that shit. But my little brother knows Purple Rain. And he doesn't.
And he's 9.
And he's fucking 9, bro.
Well, you do have people that fall under, like, kind of goated categories in life. The people there, we could be talking about different things as far as time go, but I could have took what I did and evolved into something else. Like I could be Kenyatta Rashon, the singer, but I turn in Kenyatta Rashon, the mirror. Some people gonna know who I am as a singer. Some people gonna know who I am as a mirror. But at the end of the day, somebody gonna know who I am.
What you want your legacy to be in? Out of curiosity.
What I want my legacy to be in?
Yeah, like when we say when we are dead and gone, hopefully not no time soon, but like, what do you want your thing to be? Oh, Kenyatta Rashad.
Kenyatta Rashon. You know, I know for a fact that I'm gonna be an entertainment legend. I already know that, right? How I want to be remembered when I pass away? Simple. A good person with a good heart. The legacy part of it is here. My son is the legacy, and he's going to whatever I've done in my life and time is going to reflect in him and his kids and his kids.
For sure, I understand.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, I want to know. You've spoken a lot of things. I want to know who influenced you early on.
Okay.
I also want to know who you willing to do features with as of now. We do a top 5 for each.
Top 5 influence. So Destiny's Child. That was my first talent show. Brandy, Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan.
She loves
Amy
Beyonce.
Winehouse.
You love Beyonce.
No, I'm not a beehive. I started my first talent show was Destiny's Child.
Isn't Beyonce's in Destiny Child? Ain't
Yeah, but that was a group.
You follow Beyonce well?
It was a group. Beyonce today is
Was she different?
you know, she's an individual, but I'm not like a diehard. Like I didn't go to a concert. I waited till the movie came out and then I went to go see it. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with B, and I feel like what she's done in this lifetime, you know, that was her ultimate goals and dreams. But as a youngin', that Destiny Child was like one of the hottest groups ever at the time. So, anywho, Amy Winehouse, if you know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I figured.
What? Why you laughing, buddy?
And sometimes I go out by myself.
Hey. Her catalog is crazy. If you ever take a time,
Bro, she only got an album and she did that. Like, that was like kind of
album?
wild.
She don't have an album. She got 3 albums.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, and 3 albums and 4 singles. Amy.
But she was here for a short time. I ain't gonna lie. That's sad.
But was it time? Is she legendary?
Is she legendary? Shoot. I got shit. 2009? Yeah, I'm 22. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I think so. To my head.
But your little brother don't know who she is.
You probably do. If I probably said some of that.
If
I said some of that shit,
well, I mean, point proven that she's dope. She was very dope in the time she was here. Those are my influences, and then you asked me
who you want to do features with?
Who I want to do features with?
Mm-hmm. Shout them out. We're gonna add them.
Nobody.
What? Stop holding that.
I'm so serious. I love everybody, but I really gotta get my shit out. No features.
Really?
The only way a feature will come about is if somebody hear the track and they want to jump on it. But I'm not seeking. So, like I was telling you, I perform way more than I record. Because when I record, like, it's really, like, deeper than just dropping some bullshit. That's what I don't ever want to do, is just drop some bullshit. I feel like I've done that in the past. I was just like, okay, we finally got 9 songs. Let's put all 9 out. No. Nigga, we recording. We having listening sessions. We're deciphering, do these go with this? Do this flow with that? Are we going to put this out?
Oh, you're a strategic dude. Oh.
I am. You gotta be. In today's society.
You, him, y'all go crazy.
I like to put my whole heart in the song. I like to really work with it. Like I'm not a person to search YouTube beats type shit. Like I like to work with a producer. And a lot of times I can't lie, I do take the hit when it's like this producer not working as hard as I want to be working, or like if I got this whole thing ready, like I write, and I'm a poet. I come from a poetry background, so I write some dope stuff. I write some dope stuff, and I'm like, I don't have a beat now, and that doesn't mean like I'm not gonna put this out. That means I have to work twice as hard to put this out, and that means that's gonna take that much longer to put it out. And
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm like, shit, I had a plan at the top of the year. It kind of like was pushed back because some other things was happening. But one thing that I'm knowing is everything happens in divine time. Like it happens when it's supposed to happen. So I've trained my brain not to worry about shit. And I think that that's a skill that everybody should hone into. But a lot of people don't. That's like not even something that niggas is thinking about right now. But
Let me ask you this though. I'm a Kenyatta Rashad stan, like fan, super fan. What
okay,
the
wait,
fuck?
I gotta correct y'all. Rashawn.
Rashon?
Yeah.
Oh, Wasan.
No.
Rashawn.
Rashawn.
Damn, my bad.
I thought it was like I thought y'all was just playing or like maybe it was just like a little.
We say
Nah.
one thing and we say it's
That's it. That's what it is.
Still calling that other nigga Icky, ain't we?
You funny as hell.
I don't think it's worse than I am, but I can't.
I forget a lot of people's names, so I ain't gonna hurt you.
At least I got the first part right. That's only because that's your name.
Kenyatta Rashad.
Kenyatta Rashawn.
Rashawn. I can't fuck that up. Shit.
Yeah.
All right, Kenyatta Rashad. If I'm a Kenyatta Rashad fan, boom. What the fuck do I expect from you, 2024? Like I remember, I used to, I was a big fan of Eminem, like all growing up. And then boom, that nigga do not drop, bro. I was pissed. So then he ain't do shit. So like this is like something. So what do you
Just
expect?
praying I ain't on my Eminem shit. No, but
I
so
look at your catalog. Last time you dropped was like 2023. I was like, yeah, what you? I feel like
Yeah.
you got your people waiting.
my people are waiting. Oh my gosh.
What you wanna
And
tell 'em?
I love y'all. I promise y'all it's something on the way. Somebody just asked me about some shit today and I'm like, I'm at my basketball game, guys. I'm working. But this year, expect more merch. Expect more visualized content. So more music videos and more visual expressions of different tracks. Also, the evolution of my last album. So look forward to that being kind of like the precursor to what's to come.
I thought there was a question. What? It was something weird. I ain't gonna lie. It was something like, the art of keeping it real. Yeah, what does that mean to you?
Ooh. So, you know how people master things in life. People master lying. People master playing poker. So to me, when I made the title, The Art of Keeping It Real, the songs on the album were really like touching to me. They were very different. And I just felt like, but I was being inconspicuous with keeping it true to me and expressing my truth to somebody else. So me naming it The Art of Keeping It Real, the art is the body of music of keeping it real. Me giving you my intrusive thoughts or giving you my real life situations to share. Ta-da.
Understood. Do you ever that Dave Chappelle shit? It said like, do you ever get in a position where it be like fucked up where you shouldn't have kept it real? And if so, keep share that story.
Nah. Oh, I had a song. Well, again, I sat on this track. I had sat on it for a while, but when I actually dropped it, my kid sleep. You sleep?
Nah, his eyes open.
Oh, I just heard snoring. But yeah. So I had like a little back and forth about a track because I was like, being maybe too honest. Because I start the song, it's called Wrong. So y'all can go listen to that. I kind of start the song off like.
Oh, you talk about some people you shouldn't talk about, something like that?
No, it was just like talking about a relationship, just being real open with the relationship and the status.
For sure, got you. So I understand that.
Yeah.
Shoot, do you think it's a boundary? What's the boundary for you?
Shit, ain't no boundaries now.
Shoot, oh, you dropped it?
What, the song?
Yeah.
Wrong is out.
Damn.
Go listen to that.
Sorry, my nigga.
Wrong is on The Art of Keeping It Real. But I'm saying it so beautifully.
What'd you say? We ain't let's do it. I ain't gonna lie, we'll pause everything.
It just starts with I wasn't shit to you. I messed up a time or two. So much more that I could do to change this love before it's through. It's not easy to say I'm wrong, but I realize what I have done. I played a part in all this too.
Oh my goodness, yeah. What the fuck is up with the woman and like fucking what's that one thing? Accountability.
Right. That's when I perform that song, that's my main thing is like, y'all, I know we don't like to apologize, but here's your apology. You can play it. Shit. Sometimes you ain't wrong.
Man, she's hard but accountability.
I think I'll say this. I think keeping it real is the progression. People are so afraid that humanity's future is like doomed, this, that, and the third. But I think honesty is what ensures progress. It's the only thing that ensures progress.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
You can say like at that time you felt as though, yeah, let me take this in, let me spit this track and put it to rest. Like it's about the fact that I did do something wrong.
For real.
But let's not act like all situations feel like people are wrong.
Exactly. Everything, oh my God, it's so like case by case based.
Yeah. 100%.
But you know, if you are around or dealing with somebody or know somebody, it don't matter who it is, know somebody who has a problem dealing with or being honest, they need to talk to therapy. They need to go to therapy.
Oh man, I'm fucked up on that one. Do you think somebody in a relationship, do you think they should still go to therapy or should they go to their partner sometimes? Or therapy all the times?
It depends on the relationship. Because you have to be, if you want your partner to come to you, you have to be a receptive individual. Some people will be in a relationship with somebody and they could be talking to them and that's like talking to a dead horse. You know? But a lot of people are not very equipped, with being good listeners or being able to share something that will be able to help that individual. So I'm always pro therapy, regardless if you're in a relationship or not. And I do feel like the different times that you are attending therapy, you gotta be true. That's the only way somebody's gonna be able to help you. I have a degree in psychology too, by the way.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Central Michigan University.
Fire up, chips.
Yeah. So funny.
You more of a listener or you more of a giver or like in a relationship? Are you more of a person that listens to your husband, or are you more the person that be talking to your husband and he'll be the receiver?
I'm more of a listener.
For sure. Just one.
Yeah, for sure. I'm more of a listener. I learned over time the spaces and areas when to listen and when to talk.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like on the interview, you like perfect as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. You like perfect as fuck. Like as soon as I open my mouth, act like I'm finna talk about, I'll be hearing her. She stopped talking. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm really good with that. Like in a room full of talkative people, I could be with like all four of my friends. I hate everybody talking at the same time. Like I'd be like, my brain, be quiet because I can't hear you. Type shit.
You have siblings?
Yeah, I got a twin brother. Yep. Saying comfy can.
Let me do something real quick.
That one?
Yeah. Yeah.
I asked him because I have a lot of siblings.
You do?
Similar. I was always like that sit back person. I was like, I grew up as an outlier.
Yeah.
In any situation, in any life. Because like I said, growing up in Southwest, I was my mother's bonus kid.
Let me do some audio shit real quick.
Come on, son.
Back on.
I was always an outlier. Even like Southwest Detroit with all my family, they were like my cousins and my brothers and my sisters. Like my sister and my older sister. Like we were kind of all like they were like together. And I was like I said, my mom called me her bonus child, her extra blessing.
Oh, you the last kid?
Yeah, her last kid.
Nice.
Her last kid.
You the youngest?
Yeah, I'm the youngest of my mother's children.
Oh damn.
So I was always an outlier, and then coming over here and having this kind of like affection culture. This kind
growing
of
up in Ann Arbor, right?
Yeah, this kind of fear of like
That's the back of the mic.
of this kind of fear of being honest and true in that, like admitting that we are not perfect, and like they kind of missed that lesson in life, and that's a lesson that I learned pretty early in the sense of like if you don't hold yourself accountable, like better be sure that we will.
Yeah.
you know.
People gotta know that, like you said early on, you'd be surprised at how many people are taught the opposite, and they just a pain in the ass in the world. Like literally.
What you mean? What you mean?
What do I mean?
Yeah, I know. I ain't understand.
Oh, like if you're not raised in a situation like that, just like you know what I'm saying, somebody is teaching you about accountability or teaching you about like
I get you
adapting, because that transition I know that's like culture shock.
Yeah,
100%. You know. Yeah, so if you don't get those kind of experiences,
yeah, I know some men
kind of be out here just not living good.
I ain't gonna lie, some men they told me like, hey, you supposed to be assholes, and it was like, boom, you be an asshole, then people gonna remember you and shit like that. And damn,
try that shit. Why you want to be first impression remembered?
You be like, oh yeah, you gotta be an asshole. I'll be like, nigga, you gotta be an asshole, and I'll be like, I don't know. I grew up and then my mom, she was always say like, I remember like grew up in Detroit, and then I like skateboarding like a lot. I never forget this moment in my life. I skateboarded, and she was fat at that time. My mom was a big woman at that time. So she tried to walk around the goddamn track a whole bunch of times. I used to be like hating that shit. She used to bring me like just to like get over it and stuff like that. Like, oh, we gotta do this. I was like, I ain't gotta do it.
Oh, wow.
And then so I used to bring my skateboard, and I used to skateboard and shit. So then boom, I go to skateboard, I'm a skateboard, do some tricks and everything, and then the kids start laughing at me. I'm like, hey mom, let me get my keys, put this shit back up in the car. And she's like, nigga, no, nigga, you do that, nigga. And it's like, nigga, don't let nobody fuck up what you do and shit like that. And I was like, ever since that, I took that with me, and I took it everywhere I went. And then my mom, I told him about some shit. He's like, you gotta be you, and then stand on that shit like 1,000. Exactly. So then that's always been me. Like,
I have a few more questions, and then we'll wrap it up.
No problem.
I always want to know about your day-to-day life. First and foremost, I want to know what you do with your free time.
So with my free time, I am really trying to create a good life for this kid of mine.
Ooh, and look at that hair. You recently got it done?
Yeah, I do it.
Oh my goodness, hairstylist. Yeah. What? Lineup, Cole, you do lineup too?
Nah, Dad didn't get the lineup. But yeah, just try to find ways to make him smart, make him comfortable. He know a lot of stuff at 2. Yeah. He can read, he can spell, he can count.
That's good.
Looking fashionable at 2.
He be fresh too.
They got Jordans.
Really?
But I can't be stepping and he's, looking any kind of way.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm prideful about that, but
that's a good mom. That's a good mom right there.
I try to do what I can.
Y'all come as a unit.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally. I also want to know favorite meal. Your favorite meal?
Oh, mine? Seafood bowls. They don't last that long, but yeah, I love seafood.
I got a question on my thing. What's the worst F-boy in life? Like the worst F-boy experience you had? Because you got the song. And I know it's a woman thing. Like,
no, my fuckboy experience came high school, like back to back. I promise you, it was like I had hiring fuckboys on my forehead. They just kept being attracted to me, but I was attracted to them, not knowing. And it was like over and over and over. But the good thing is, my tolerance was so low. Like, I mean, it was so high. I would just be like, oh, shit, out of here. Oh, shit, out of here.
Yeah.
I did have a long-term relationship dealing with a fuckboy. But, find my way out of that shit, too.
So for the younger ladies out here watching, how can you tell an F-boy when you see him?
Man, you know how you could tell a fuckboy?
That's good advice.
First of all, they're not going to show you. You're not going to see it coming. But the very first time y'all get into it, see how he argue with you.
That's some toxic ass shit. I ain't never used that word, but that's toxic as fuck.
What I'm saying is, you only know who somebody is by when they mad at you.
That's toxic as fuck. Nah, I hate that shit.
If we get into it and you're not gentle and loving,
toxic as fuck.
Yeah, you are toxic, and you gotta get the fuck on. I can't fuck with you. So you gotta pay attention to, and that goes both ways. Like the fuckboy can be a female.
I feel that completely.
Yeah.
I feel as though
when somebody is mad at you, how they treat you, and how their emotions tackle the situation, tell you everything you need to know about it.
I believe you, but it's just the point. I feel like ladies, they do shit intentionally, and I be like, why are you fucking with me?
Intentional? You sure?
I be
Or
like,
that's just their character.
I be like, nah, why you fucking with me? And it's like, yeah, you fucking with me. Yeah, you know you fucking with me. No, but you'll be fucking with a nigga. Like, you know, like
and you're fucking with your brain?
Yeah, you know, like certain shit.
Girl, I can't do it.
You just told me you said you'll fuck with him just to see, make some shit, make him mad, see what he do.
That's not what I said.
What the fuck?
Run and play back.
Yeah, see how he wins.
That's not what I said.
But when something happens, see how he argues.
Oh, when something happens, makes sense. All right, when something happens, makes sense. Okay.
I would never say pick or start an argument with anybody. Like this, you gotta stay on honeymoon stage with whomever for as long as possible. But if you get into a situation where y'all are being combative or something happens where an individual is mad at you, how they handle that tells you what you need to know about a person.
Get you.
That makes better sense?
I understand. I believe in it, but I don't believe in starting some shit for no reason.
I don't believe in starting shit for no reason either. I'm such a peaceful person. I'm definitely not gonna start this.
I think, me personally, I just feel like that's my a problem that I often have. Like I don't know how to argue. I don't argue. I don't argue. I'll shut up if I feel as though like some feelings are bubbling up and I have to like
express yourself. You can shut up.
Yeah, I'll breathe in, breathe out.
We have breathers in this bitch. We have breathers in this bitch. We have breathers in this bitch. Recently,
I'm teaching this one. Breathe.
Breathe out. And I think that's the. At the time, I feel as though like that was the downfall of my last relationship. I feel like she needed to hear some information.
This nigga crying about this. Sammy, help this nigga.
Oh, shit.
God damn it, please. Call this nigga. I'm cutting this part out. Sammy, help. Sing it. Say, Sammy, help him.
No, I'm listening right now. I want to know. I'm listening now. I want to know.
But I ain't gonna lie. Who taught you breathing shit? Like me, I think it was me. It was like I was around like a lot of prison niggas, and they was always be like, "Nigga, 5 seconds, it give you 50 years," and like some shit like that. So I was like hotheads and shit. And I was a hothead kid, so they was like, "Nigga, you do that shit in the real world, nigga, that's your ass." And they'd be like, "That's about 50 right there." And I was like, I got suspended for one day. It was like a fight. And he's like, "What'd you do?" "Oh yeah, I just kept hitting his head into the desk until this." And I was like, "Yeah, that's about 20 right there."
Whoa.
That's about 20 right there. And I was like,
because you think about that shit, that what you're doing now is what they probably did too, but it landed somewhere totally different.
So then that's why I learned my breathing. Where you learn your breathing? Like monks or?
Nah, meditation and yoga.
Started doing that. How'd you get into it?
So it really started with a class. I was taking a class. I took a yoga class at Washington.
For sure.
And that was like early, like 2020.
And you were just like, I like this.
From there, I applied it as much as I could. So I'm adolescent, I'm learning life and shit. But probably like 2021, that's when I like made a commitment to myself not to be a worrier and to always find a solution in a situation. Instead of being like extremely angry or struggling or something of that sort. Like it comes, but you really gotta. Everything is a choice within yourself. You gotta choose.
Hell yeah, that's one thing I think I always like. I don't give a fuck about what happened in life. I always say like, even if I got fucked over or something like that, I always look at it like, Mario, you should have did better. I don't blame. I feel like the niggas that do this, I hate niggas that do this. Like, especially in this industry, I feel like so many people, like older people, that's like in their 40s, late 30s and shit like that, they be like, see, I didn't make it in music because of A, B, C, D, this, and this.
Well, I can't take advice from somebody not doing better than me.
Yeah, I be hating that shit. They could be doing better, but like, not as good as they want to do in their head or some shit like that. So I be like, bro, and they be like, I be like, nah, I everything in my life, I guarantee I'm taking is like, Mario, you're gonna do better. And I feel like that just makes you sharper. And
absolutely. Yeah, power of the tongue, too. Don't forget that part.
No, yeah.
Power of the tongue is so real. You gotta say what you need and want. But if you say something that you think might happen, but you don't necessarily want it to happen, you put that in the atmosphere, so the chances are higher. Did you know that?
Are you talking about like saying it didn't happen?
Yeah, I'm saying like in general. Like if I'm like, man, I'm not gonna be able to fit them shoes.
You ain't gonna fit them shoes.
Yeah, I get the shoes, I can't fit them. You know what I'm saying? I already put that in the atmosphere.
You got any 2024 like New Year's resolutions? Anything like that?
I didn't have any resolutions. I just wrote down all the things that I'm gonna accomplish.
For sure.
I wrote that down, and we had a good time. Good New Year's Eve.
No, for sure.
Okay. My fault. Did you answer your favorite things to do question?
Outside of singing and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, dope, beautiful. Have a fun fact about yourself.
Usually, my fun fact is that I'm a twin. A lot of people don't know that. Another fun fact is that I have a degree. A lot of people don't know that either.
Yeah, we've been tackling this shit.
I know.
Yeah, really, I love that.
We got all your fun facts.
Yeah. Let me see. What's another good fun fact? Nah.
Give us that insight.
Oh, that I look like Ashanti.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people, like, I done been places. I done been in LA. I done been in LA, and everybody was like, "Whoa, it's such a
You
vibe."
gotten like stopped and people thought you were Ashanti.
Promise you. Out here in Detroit, in Atlanta for sure. When we had a show, I went to the Jock Week show, and I was backstage, and they were like, "Damn, you look like Ashanti."
Wow.
And then I'm like,
this is such a surreal moment. This is such a surreal moment. So favorite vacation spot?
You be out. I'm gonna call you one day. I'm the traveler. He like the homebody.
You like to travel?
Like, I'm the traveler. Like, I'm gonna call you. Like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be. Look, I'm telling you this now. Don't leave me hanging. Please don't leave me hanging. Like, I'm dead. I'm gonna be like, damn. I'm gonna be like, oh shit, Kenyatta Rashon? Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, we in the same spot.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hey, remember me in Ipsy?
Right.
I'll be like that.
Today
So,
we're in Ipsy.
I'm just
Tomorrow we could be in.
Like, we're gonna be in New York, Chicago, Florida, or something like that.
Yeah, I just came back from Hawaii, and that was a life-changing vacation spot.
Bro.
Oh my god, so beautiful.
What made it?
So beautiful.
Just like the aura and shit.
The energy out there is so like tropical. Like when you think about tropical, that's what that's what it is. That's what you see. That's what you feel. Now I've been to the Bahamas, but something different about Hawaii still being like kind of like it's America.
Yeah, but it's off. It's its
yes.
own space.
Yeah,
understand.
It was fun. It was comfortable. It's very culturally diverse. I was surprised at that, which is crazy because I'm like, it's America, bro.
Yeah.
But
you thought it was just gonna be only like Hawaiians.
A bunch of Samoans.
Yeah.
Which it was, but I seen a very strong movement of African Americans. I'm like, black people in Hawaii. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. If you were
can't escape niggas
anywhere.
No.
If you were to go anywhere, where would you want to go that you haven't gone before?
Oh, I want to go to Amsterdam in Europe. I have a friend that plays bass that lives in the United Kingdom. He's been sharing my music. He's like, bro, come on, we got to do some shows.
Amsterdam is in Europe?
No. Amsterdam, ooh, don't give me the line. But they, by way, travel. So, like, when people are traveling, like, through France and all that stuff, Amsterdam is, like, part of that traveling circuit.
Oh, yes. It's in Europe.
Yeah.
Are you going,
right?
Are you planning on partying?
She don't know.
Are you planning on, so Amsterdam, if you don't know Amsterdam, it's obviously overseas, so they have, like, different laws and things of that nature.
Facts.
Are you planning on partaking in the advancing of drug legalization in Amsterdam?
No, I'm
That's
smoke weed.
What? Oh wait, yeah, you a clean one?
Yeah, hey, listen, I've had my fair share of smoking, but as a singer, I can't do it. Not even edibles, because I don't like the way it make my body feel.
You a drinker?
Yep.
Oh, for sure,
I like
for sure.
to drink. I like shrooms too.
That's something I brag on. I brag on.
I love shrooms.
Can you speak on your shroom experience?
So I haven't went to the other side yet, but I've always been.
Oh, no. Ignore me.
I haven't been to the other side yet, but I've always just been coasting, and I have great trips. I just haven't tripped to where I'm like in the stars and seeing all the colors changing and shit like that. How was that? How many did you have to eat to get there? Cause that's the thing. I bought so many, and I'm like, bro, My homeboys was like, yeah, you're just high off life. I'm like, well, I don't want to feel like a crackhead because I'm eating like doses and doses and doses, grams and grams.
I'm not a druggie. I don't do shit. That's him. But no, look at this. Basically, I literally was just watching this T Grizzly interview. He was on the Breakfast Club literally before you got here, and then he said some shit about like how he was like, oh, he did it to get over his trauma and shit like street trauma and shit like that or some shit.
I know somebody that did that because they had a lot of wild life experiences.
You know what that is? You ever did it?
No.
All right, cool.
No, send me that info. I think what's the word for them? Shrooms is considered what's the word?
The psychedelic.
Psychedelic. I can live in psychedelics.
Yeah.
Like I have a goal to try ashwagandha. No. Ayahuasca. Yeah, ayahuasca.
That's a flower? That's like a shroom?
It's some type of drug, but it's only in like Colorado. It's like,
what's the effects of this?
It brings you like closer to yourself, like closer you've ever been. It's like a full on experience. Chelsea Handler, I listened to her on Lip Service with Angela Yee years ago, and she was talking about her experience doing that, and I was just like, wow. I wonder if, you know what I'm saying, that's the type of experience. And then I did some research, and ayahuasca is like a full on, like you want to come to terms with life and yourself and just find a safe space.
Understand.
Weed is like a daily getaway. I can't do that.
Yeah,
I don't like that feeling.
And that's what it is. So even with like mushrooms, it enhances what's already there.
Exactly.
So you have to, if you have a good diet, if you work out, if your blood flow is pretty decent, you're gonna have a more effective trip.
Correct.
So when it comes to how much you have to take, it really depends for each person.
Yes, I'm learning.
I like to when I was like the peak of, because also it's just like weed or drugs, like if you're really consistent on it.
Yeah, you build up a tolerance.
So I haven't done it in quite some time, and also I only do it when I feel as though you have to be in the mood. Yeah. In the mood because it is psychedelic.
You gotta be a positive, like turned up vibe.
Yeah, do you think if I do drugs, you think I'd be normal? You think like it had the opposite effect on my ass?
You have such a negative thought on drugs, you would be like, how is this fucking me up?
Do you think I'd be normal? Or you think I'd be just be like I'd be like SpongeBob? I'm normal.
No, I think you'd be thinking about how is this fucking me up, and you have a very strong mind, and you'll be like, this is how this is fucking me up. You'll focus on that.
Nah, for sure. Nah, because I think when I do it,
kids don't do drugs.
I'm gonna wait till I'm old as fuck to do it. Like old.
Try it out of nowhere.
Hell yeah, I think because I ain't try shit. Like, I'm gonna wait till I'm like 80. I done did y'all niggas in already. My grandkids, they out here fucking y'all niggas up, fucking y'all bitches. I'm like I already got my bitch and I already got my little bitches. I'll be like, all right, I'm cool, I'm chilling. I already got my little shit, so I'll be like, all right, cool.
I had somebody so close to me telling me about like how bad shrooms was for so many years, and I'm like, bro, I just need a little baby getaway. Like, I like drinking, but I don't want to keep drinking all the time. And then I was like, I'm really trying not to be smoking. But it was just so negative. So then when I finally got a chance, I did that shit. I had such a great fucking time. I was just like praising it with other people. And then guess what?
What?
The motherfucker did them with me.
Wow, after he been telling you like not to?
And then told me like, oh my bad. This is everything. I like it too.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. I feel that completely.
My only thing about it is, this is the only thing I say about it. I don't know, I'm a religious dude, shit like that. So I feel like not even on the aspects of like, oh, like it's bad or shit like that. I say like me personally, I feel like me when I die, I feel like it's gonna be like, it's gonna be like, I feel like when everybody die, they be like, oh, I just want to live a more life. I just want to feel this. But I feel like when we like take these drugs to stop feeling. So I feel like anything I get, I thank God for it, and I be like, okay, I'm feeling this. All right, thanks. Because I know when I die, your spirit gonna want to feel something, feel this. So anything bad, anything good, I'll be like, all right, thanks. All right, cool, thanks. That's like my whole little thing. I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna take drugs so I won't feel. I was like, I might as well just die, nigga. I was like, nah, I'm here to live to feel, nigga. If it's bad, feel.
Because it's an intensity of that.
If it's bad, I feel. I feel like I'm feeling it enough. I'll be like, I'm feeling enough. Like I'll be like, I'm not gonna stop feeling. Like,
and you know it's all natural.
Oh, that ain't the like. I'm saying that's the only thing. That's the only reason. I'd be like, I'm not gonna feel.
You'd be like,
I'm just gonna have fun. Like,
nah, you would feel great. Like you got to a point I was rubbing my arm. Like, wow, I just feel so.
I got to a point where I was seeing the aura of people. I was seeing the aura of people and like the colors of, like around them. It was during fall. I was like, I compared the feeling. I was like, how like pilots are like get in the sky and they don't understand how people can live without seeing this experience. And you know how people who like performers like we are, they get on stage and they don't understand how people can live without living this experience. I was like that. I was like, there's people who down this, who are so afraid to even try this experience, and I'm like, that's so out of the mind for me. I don't think I would be the same person if I didn't. I was there.
I love that for you. I love that for you. Things be changing like that. I just, and another thing, I had a friend of mine when I was just going to elaborate about not worrying or being a worrier. They was like, yeah, start running towards it. Start running towards whatever it is. Start whatever it is, run towards it. I'm like, I lived off fear like my whole life growing up, which I did. It was like, don't step over there because that's where lava is. The floor is lava. Yeah. So as I gotten older, I was just like, I don't want to be scared of shit. Yeah. So that was the icing on the cake. Run towards it.
Which one would you have more? They say psychology. You did this shit. You know, I don't want to talk about fear or love. Boom. Which one do you think is more?
Fear or love?
Yeah. Fear, respect and love.
Respect and love?
Yeah.
Which one?
I'm asking you.
Fear and love are the same. Why would you say fear and love are the same?
I ain't say fear and love is the same. I said fear or love.
I said she did.
I did.
Oh, it's the same? Oh, yeah. What's up?
Fear, love, and hate all live in the same space. Like if you did a Venn diagram and they'd be like, this is fear, this is love, this is hate. They meet in the middle. Because it requires a certain level of emotion that triggers your dopamine.
Yeah. For sure.
It releases a certain levels of serotonin. Your brain is like, even like, I mean, it's all a part of like the studies, but there's so many different things that trigger your dopamine that all go together. They fit in the Venn diagram.
All right, for sure. If you had to choose one, like if for people to give to you, which one do you think?
Give me love.
Love.
Give me love.
For sure.
I say that hate is the cheapest form of love. Usually people who say they hate one thing, they don't really hate that one thing. They just really love something else. They have like this idea of love for something else.
Hell yeah.
That's why I say be bold, say what you want. Like obviously mean what you say. So who says this? Most Def, I think it was Most Def or Most Def who said, say what you mean what you say, don't be mean. Say what you mean what you say, don't be mean. And I've been living by that as well. We're not gonna get into my thoughts again.
Okay, let's get to say it, nigga.
Get into it. Okay, so I feel as though it's human nature to want to run towards fear, but teachings tell us not to because we want to stay safe. Like our parents wants us to live like a safe life. Obviously, they want the best for us. So we kind of rule our entire lives off fear. I don't believe in the devil. I think that's simply because people wanted us to live a safe life. I have to say, I think it's human nature to run towards that. That's why I feel like the devil is they live off impulse. They want to run towards that. But I think if you truly want to live a happy life, it's a bold thing to say, but I think you can't be afraid of that. It's the only thing that's promised in life. My father used to tell me, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything but be black and die.
Be black and die. Don't all bands say that?
Yeah, you don't have to like that's what I kind of grew up off of. Obviously, I know my effect in this world. And I know like what I want to affect in this world. So, as to say, even today a kind of realization that came today is that I'm a tool. I'm a tool. I'm a bag of flesh with a conscience, and this conscience rules my body. So I can really do anything with this $1 million, $1 billion, infinite, like impactful tool. As to say, I'm like, there's nothing to be afraid of if you stay true and honest and know your path. Then like, what are we afraid of?
I like that. That's a very good way to define it in your own words.
What's your life ideology? You Christian?
I'm spiritual.
Oh. Every time somebody said it, well, not to laugh at what you say, but nah, I remember it was a Family Guy thing. It was like a Family Guy thing where it said, it was that, you ever watch Family Guy? Like
I
basically,
might have seen like a snippet.
they said, hey, God, so are atheists going to heaven? And he's like, yeah, atheists coming here, yeah, all the time. But those motherfuckers that say they spiritual and not, them motherfuckers spiritual and not Christian, they say they go. I was like, oh, that shit was funny.
Yeah.
So every time somebody
I
said
believe
that was one
in
thing I thought about.
energy. I believe in higher power. I believe in
But what does that mean for you?
it makes me spiritual. I was raised Christian. I was raised Jehovah's Witness too. But I also went to school and studied a bunch of different religions and learned different parts of them that I liked and didn't like. So I just find my own space. And yeah, like you might see me in a hijab. You might
I feel like I have.
catch me praying. But at the end of the day, how I view things, how I view things is not really like, it's not deep. It's really not deep.
It's not that deep. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like when I die, like I feel like he say like this body is a vessel, a tool, or some shit like that. I'm gonna die, and I'm be like, hey God, let everybody fear that body down there, right?
Exactly.
It's like, hey.
I really,
That little body went in history, didn't it?
Do good and let the karma hit you back.
Yeah, I feel like this is my like ideology about the shit. I feel like when we die, I feel like your spirit goes towards what your spirit is. If you got an evil ass spirit, it's gonna go. I feel like we can control our bodies, we can't control our spirits. When we die, we can't control our spirits or where our spirit goes. If you got a negative ass spirit, it's gonna go with all them negative ass motherfucking spirits. If you got a positive spirit, you're gonna go with the positive spirits. I feel like that's how, I feel like it's that fucking simple. That's I think.
I can appreciate that for sure.
Okay.
It's not deep.
Yeah, a little bit. So we are in our conclusion. I have no more questions. Do you have any more questions?
One thing, you a tech nerd?
No.
Damn, you don't see all this shit they doing? They got the flying cars out in this bitch. The artificial intelligence.
I've seen and I see, but I invest in. You know what I do like? Teslas. I drove a Tesla for about a month. I loved it. But the only disadvantage was that I did not have a home charger for it. You gotta have a charger at home.
I have to tell you this thing, just because we're on this weird, like, to go back to our mushroom conversation. Another realization I had on mushrooms is I do apologize because your brain works. Your brain works harder than it is. So
this nigga want me to get on mushrooms so bad.
I'm just saying. I did kind of realize that.
I'm just now learning this shit. I've been new to this since 8th grade and never knew about this mushroom shit.
Welcome.
When did you do this? Man, I knew you for a long ass time, nigga. When did you do this?
After high school, you was in Las Vegas, obviously working.
You did this shit while I was gone?
And I was like, this is some bullshit I like to do, and I did it because I wasn't afraid of doing it, and I enjoyed it.
Oh, damn.
If it's from the earth, then why not?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Just wondered. How was it?
Go outside.
All right, for sure. All right, what you talking about?
As to say, I dabbled with the idea of maybe we're living in a simulation. Because honestly, because like it's like the universe and like what universe is just like replications of like kind of small of the same thing. If you like think about what an atom is, Earth is round, the universe is round. It's not like a too far-fetched of idea to believe that the Earth is round, the galaxy is round. It's not too far-fetched idea to believe that the universe is round. As to say, like the point of human evolution is, when it comes to creation, is to replicate the universe. So it's like this. It's one thing, Pro Tools, made up of many small things, rockets, things of that nature. So it's like if we did it, if we had the ability, if humans had the ability to create life, we would. As to say, like, how would we not know if we're not that life? But also, it's like BS. So like, why would you think about that? Right. Why would you think about that?
I ain't gonna lie. Christian standpoint, I feel like, goddamn, God is here. He think about that type of shit. Nigga, I'm just a little human, nigga. I'm just gonna live my little life, find me a couple bitches, nigga. I'm just gonna chill out, nigga, have me a couple kids, nigga, and just chill the fuck out. I feel like we gonna stay. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's me. I feel like, God, you gonna think about it? God, okay, all I gotta do is pray, do this. Thanks. All right, thank you, nigga. Let's get it.
My less than favorable trips. I'll admit, I was like, I felt
it was heavy.
I was like a part of the glitch. It was a wild experience. Okay, so we're done.
Let's get it.
Good. do you have anything to leave your people with?
Be on the lookout, y'all. I got something in store. I really do appreciate everybody hanging in there with me. Besides more music, it's definitely more shows. So if you follow me at Kenyatta Rashon on anything, you will stay updated.
Thank y'all for watching the Shanti Show with Kenyatta Rashon. Please tap in the description if you want to follow up. And please know it's worth following up. Y'all stay blessed and have a beautiful day.
Deuces. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good job.